Moment of truth?
Yeah. If the papers, this should take about a minute.
Okay.
But the paper might be old.
Oh my gosh. What?
No, I think the papers. Oh, it might be.
Give it some time. Give it some time.
So first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram in regards to the channel. People saying that they've found it recently and they enjoyed it. So I just want to thank you guys for that. First of all, I hope you enjoyed this little video of my first couple days in the darkroom. Super enjoyable. I loved every minute of it. I'm going to show off some of the prints that I made. I didn't want to go too technical into it, to like how to print, things like that, because there's a ton of videos out there and I am in no way to start teaching people how to print. I made a ton of mistakes and these are definitely not going to be the best prints that I ever made, but they're the first prints, so they're just as important. If you want to learn some, go watch Matt Marash, The Naked Photographer. There's tons of other ones out there. That's how I learned everything. So, but yeah, the first print that I made was this portrait of Gary, and it turned out really well. I liked how it turned out right off the bat. At first, I wasn't using contrast filters, and it actually turned out really well because it was a pretty high contrast scene. And I noticed on some of the negatives that were a little bit flatter, you could definitely tell that you would need contrast filters. The second one was another portrait that I took for the car project. Turned out really well. Little less contrast because I still wasn't using the filters. This portrait of Josh I liked a lot. There's some dark edges and some darkness up in the right hand corner. Not sure what that's from, but overall liked the way that it looked. I really wanted to scan some of Emma's grandfather's negatives, and that gave me the most trouble because they were super thin and they were just getting super exposed right off the bat, even with a 1 second exposure. So I talked to some people on the Restore from Backup Discord, and they talked me through it using contrast filters, and I got this one of Mel and his friend in a wheelchair, which turned out really nice. And then the other one was 3 of his buddies in front of a mountain that he took. And it was just amazing to be able to scan those negatives in digitally and then print them as well. The first print that I actually made in the very beginning was of Mel, but I used the photo paper that came with the kit. I got this kit for $450 and it came with a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff worked, some of it didn't, but the paper definitely didn't work and it was kind of ruined. And the developer that came with it too as well didn't work, so I had to throw that out. But I used Ilford multigrade developer and I used Ilford RC paper and Photographer's Formulary TF5 fixer, and it worked wonders. I didn't have any technical problems. It was just user error or just messing up on my part. Overall, just a wonderful experience. I cannot wait to experiment more in the darkroom and learn a ton more because like I didn't even do any dodging, burning, anything like that. It was just straight to the point printing, just exposing and developing and fixing. And the goal with this is to just tell people and let people know that it's not super hard to do, because people would ask me back when I first started if I would ever get into darkroom printing, and I just thought it was too hard and I wouldn't be able to do it and it's too much money. But for a rather small investment for what you get and a couple hours watching YouTube videos, you can get it down in probably an afternoon. And I set this up around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I had prints in my hand by 4 or 5. So don't be scared of it. Get in there, do it. You won't regret it. If you're thinking about it, just dive in, do it. There's tons of videos online, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I look forward to making a lot more videos with the darkroom. The next video I'm doing is actually a review or a trial run with the Lomo Graph-Lock Instant Back, which I'm super excited about. I haven't shot that much, but I'm taking it out this week to do it. And yeah, thank you guys for the support. If you have any questions about anything, I don't know much about printing yet, but hopefully in the near future I'll know a lot so I can answer your questions. But hope you guys have a good rest of your night or day, and I'll see you in the next one.